A massive fire is finally out in downtown Alexandria, Minnesota. Now, investigators are headed into this rubble to look for the cause. An early morning fire yesterday gutted several historic buildings, some dating back to the 1860s. There are no reports of injuries, though we're still waiting to hear of a damage estimate.
Hi, everyone, and thank you for waking up with us on this Wednesday morning. I'm Jordan Schreier here with Lisa Bedell, and we're just getting started with your news and weather to the top of the hour to help you plan your day. And we have a breaking news alert for you right now. Fire crews are battling a fire at an apartment in downtown Minot. That fire is just north and west of Trinity Hospital and the Ward County Courthouse and Jail. Right around 1 overnight, flames were visible in the upper part of the structure. There's no word yet on any injuries or what started the fire. New this morning, a Northern Valley man is facing DUI charges after a wrong-way crash on Interstate 29 that left 3 people hurt. North Dakota State Troopers say 34-year-old Adam Bergman of Alvarado was driving south in the northbound lanes of I-29 near Manville last night, right around 9:30. The other driver tried getting out of the way, but their vehicles collided head-on. Bergman, the other driver, and a girl in her vehicle were all rushed to the Grand Forks Hospital, although none of the injuries are considered critical. That stretch of highway was blocked off for more than an hour until troopers cleared the scene. Let's get a check now of our storm team forecast. 10 minutes before 7, and I see some snow flurries out the window.
Yeah, we're looking at flakes in the Fargo area and beyond too, and that's had some impacts on us here already this morning. Roads are snow covered in parts of the valley. Anywhere in purple on the North Dakota DOT map that you see here in eastern North Dakota, that's where we're looking at potential snow that you may encounter on those roads around Devil's Lake right here, surrounding areas, back along Highway 2 to Grand Forks, and south as well down toward Valley City. That's where we're getting some of those reports. Over on the Minnesota side, some of the snow making its way over there. You could see those flakes flying by our DOT cam in East Grand Forks, and visibility there down just a little bit. Now here in Fargo, we're looking along I-94 on our storm team sky cam. Our visibility down slightly. Normally we have a pretty clear view here of Sanford Hospital, and it's kind of obscured just a little bit, and that's an indication of that light snow that we have here, the flurry activity going on here in the FM area too. So travel today, especially this morning, you're going to want to use some caution here. That's why we got yellow for that 8 o'clock hour. And then as we head through the morning and into the afternoon, we'll get some improvement as those morning snow showers wind down. So a look at the radar. You could see the snow between Grand Forks and Fargo right in the heart of the valley. That's traveling east-southeastward, so eventually it will move more into Minnesota. But notice how we're not seeing as much dark blue toward the last few frames of our loop here. So I'm expecting it to weaken, and it looks like it might already be starting to. Our visibility down to 4 miles in Grand Forks right now. We're looking at winds that are light, so that's good that we're not getting that wind whipping that snow around here for today. Temperatures are a little chilly though. We're looking at some numbers in the single digits to the east, some teens to the west, right at 10 in Fargo and in Grand Forks. Factor in just a little wind, and we feel closer to 0 for your wind chills, so you'll want to bundle up again today. Eventually that snow does end. We'll see mostly to partly cloudy skies, temperatures that rise more into the teens for Fargo, a high of 16 degrees. Other places may see 20s in the southwest. And then tomorrow we may just do a repeat of this, a chance for some light snow in the morning hours, cooler, but notice by the weekend we're warming right back up, back into those 30s. And now for a look at traffic, here's Devin Fry with the Valley Today's traffic on the move.
Thank you, Lisa. We are finishing up this hour on I-29. We're heading north toward Grand Forks. You can see the traffic flow here at about its normal level. It's a little bit crowded, but things are moving nicely. We're all going about the speed limit, and there's plenty of room between the vehicles. It's just a little bit more crowded here on I-29 right now heading north. Now, the northbound lanes of I-29 are where we're going to experience these snow flurries the worst. Basically, anything north of Main Avenue, that's where the snow is sticking around on roads and could be causing some slick conditions. Now, it's not so much on the interstate, but side roads and popular ones like 12th Avenue and 19th Avenue. Those are looking more snow covered this morning than the other roadways around the FM area. So just be on the lookout for that. Another thing to be on the lookout for, we're going to be facing a rare road closure today. There's going to be a lane closure on 25th Street South. It's going to be between 23rd Avenue and 18th Street. That's right before the interstate. So that's going to be an area to watch out for. There's only going to be one northbound lane open as they do some water line repair. So that's going to be funneling down traffic into one lane in a fairly popular area. So that might be causing some delays in your morning commute. Just go ahead and be on the lookout for that. That starts at 7 o'clock, which is in about 6 minutes. We're going to keep checking out the roadways in the next hour on the Fargo CW, but for now, for your traffic on the move, I'm Devin Fry.
Criminal charges are possible against a Cass County man after the death of his horse along I-29 near Argusville. The sheriff's office took a number of calls this month from people concerned about the welfare of the animal, which was corralled just west of the highway. Deputies checked on the property a number of times this month and say the horse was healthy and fed. But the owner was told to correct a low water supply and fix fencing around the property so the horse couldn't wander onto the interstate.
On Monday, the horse's owner told deputies he didn't know how he could fix the fencing and he planned to put the horse down. Sheriff Jesse Johnner offered to help relocate the animal, but says the owner refused the help. And when deputies went to check on the animal yesterday, they found the horse dead on the property. You can hear more about this case in a video news release on the Cass County Department's Facebook page. The CDC is out with an urgent message about families needing to prepare for the spread of the coronavirus.
The Valley Today's Abby Furchner joins us this morning to help you get your family ready. Good morning, Abby.
Good morning, Jordan and Lisa. Across the world, more than 80,000 people have been contracted with the coronavirus. Only 14 cases have been confirmed in the U.S., but health officials feel that number is destined to grow. From school to work and even your own home, the virus has potential to interrupt everyday life in some way. That's why health officials in Minnesota and elsewhere are encouraging you to have a plan in place.
We don't want people to panic. We do want them to take action so that they are prepared and they feel comfortable having kind of thought things through before we start to see cases of disease in Minnesota.
That could mean having enough non-perishable food at home if you get sick and can't leave. If schools have to close due to an outbreak, parents should have a plan for missing work, and businesses must prepare for staff to also be out sick. Other suggestions include making sure that people with prescription medicine maintain a solid supply in case you can't leave your home. When it comes to protecting yourself from catching the virus, the advice is mostly common sense. People should wash their hands often, especially if they've been frequenting public places. Experts also suggest limiting physical contact with others, including handshakes.
All great information. Abby Furchner reporting live in studio. Thank you. In our schemes and ripoffs this morning, a scam with the potential to terrify family members, and it just sent a Bismarck dad to the hospital. He got a phone call yesterday afternoon from someone saying they had kidnapped his daughter from the Jamestown Walmart, and they were demanding money to get her back. The man could even hear screaming in the background. Police were able to contact the man's daughter. She was fine and not the person screaming on the phone. Her dad, however, was shook up from the incident and had a medical emergency because of it and had to be taken to the hospital.
DNA evidence has positively identified a Minnesota soldier who was killed during the Korean War. 30-year-old Army Sergeant David C. Sewell of Walker, Minnesota, was reported missing in November of 1950 when his unit was attacked by enemy forces in North Korea. In June of 2018, that country turned over 55 boxes that had the remains of American soldiers killed in the Korean War. The city of Fargo wants 250,000 sandbags ready for this spring's flood fight.
That amount would protect the city against river levels of 41 feet. The city's record flood in 2009 was 40.84 feet. Some South Fargo neighbors are miffed at the city for threats of fines if sidewalks aren't cleared of snow and ice. And one family is sounding off about it with signs in their yard near 23rd Street and Park Boulevard.
Neighbors in that area say they got notices of 24 hours to get snow off the sidewalks. City officials say public walkways need to be cleared for safety reasons. North Dakota officials are banning a roofing contractor from doing business in the state. The cease and desist order is against McKenna's Roofing and owner Joshua McKenna, who list addresses in Brampton, North Dakota and Long Prairie, Minnesota as places of business.
The state attorney general's office alleges McKenna took an advance payment of more than $5,000 for a job, and the homeowner spent a year trying to get McKenna to do work or provide a refund, but didn't get either. McKenna's contractor's license had expired at the time he took the money. Let's get our answer now to our question of the morning on Facebook. Today's question, almost a third of people say this is the only thing they like about going to work.
The answer is the gossip. Well, that's not a very good reason to go to work. But anyway, remember, you can take part in our question of the morning every weekday. Just head to the Valley News Live Facebook page. And I like coming to work. Well, y'all are great to work with, but also I get to hear what the weather's going to be every day.
That's right. And today you're going to want to pay a little closer attention to what's going on because we have some light snow moving through the valley. Here's our view currently in Fargo. We've got conditions that are a little bit low on visibility because of that light snow that's falling here. And that's going to continue for the next couple of hours. Watch out for some snow on the roads and conditions that are going to be a little bit more slippery here this morning.
The Today Show and CBS This Morning are just about to start, but the Valley Today rolls on. Join us right now on the Fargo CW.